warfare on them. But how good is that why you me? Why my mama she cry? So now I can't buy me one. But how good to me with Paja? What is your need? I what a new me and mama she cry. Baby, let me to be at the end. There's a new money in the eye. What's in the boy? I had a baby.
Asɛm FM 94.7. All talk.
But I mean, the statistics speaks for itself. Obi, if you indulge me, let me talk about, because I also don't want to fall into the trap of speaking without the data to back it. In 2020, 2009, we have comparative analysis. Na Ghana for no mind judge say economy no, who's done better? 2009 to 2006. Now you're among the weakest economies in the world. Now your growth, you're 3.4%. 3.4%.
That's 2009 to 2016.
Yes, okay, average now. 3.4. And then we're averaging 7%. Into growth, no, they fan say, Obia on Tiasia Papa, and fan say, do it for now over 3.4 acres.
Yeah.
No, be over 7 acres. Why they bet me after more acres? Obenya home fast one more.
7 acres.
Thank you. So that is what we're talking about. Inflation. Just say prices are ebeko shrono. Now you're 15.4%, 2009 to 2016. Say is around 7.8%. Mami Sisubu, 15.4%. And then we're talking 7.8, which is the lowest in our country's history since 1992. Now, yet unprecedented. So what they were priding themselves in, okay, yeah, better than that. Obi. Lending rates, Okobo Busia bank first. Now it was around 30%. Yeah, buy. I said no, this is unsustainable. Now Okobo Busia 30%. Profits are here now. Binya answer. Wait me ako chia Busia neka. So people we're perpetually indebted to the banks, and we're hovering around 20%. It's not good, but it's gone down drastically. And we're talking 3 years in government, and these are statistics from 2009 to 2016. Into Omono Mwenya. Almost 8 years, no. They couldn't handle. This is what we've been able to achieve in 3 years, Obi. Yeah, let's talk about exchange rates depreciation. Yeah, buy now. So, Mukaya, 2017, 4.2.
Yes.
2009, President Kufuor na CD no 1.2. And now, over 8 years, no. Omo 2009 to 2016 record, no. Omo movie CD no to 4.2, which is increase of more than 300% increase, and our depreciation in the city. Nene, the dollar to CD is 5.4. You can say it hasn't shifted, but the rate at which, context is everything, Obi. The rate at which it has moved, it is 4.4. If NDC were managing the economy the way they've been managing it before we won power now, it drew 12 points, BB. Because this is 300% increase over that period, no. If we were replicating what they do, or if they were in power, God forbid, and then we'll be talking about 12.8. But we've just moved from 4.2 to 5.2. So we're doing far better than they did. On we do 300%. We haven't even done 100% depreciation on the city. In fact, it's not even a 50% depreciation.
Some Ghanaians will tell you, say, maybe that was not really the promise from the NPP, and that the promise was city depreciation. You are going to stop it. As
No.
it stands now,
What we said is we will manage the economy better. Look, the city, we operate a free market system.
Yes.
It is the systems, a robust system that you put in place
Asɛm
that can
FM.
help, even though you are operating a free market, that can help hold it back. What I say, and we have managed it better. Now we'll be away 300%. Now we won't try 50% for. How is that even comparable? Do you understand? So what we're saying is we will put the systems in place that would help. Yeah, Central Bank, they won Best Bank Award.
Yes.
Best Central Bank Award. We are seeing now. Best. Let's ask ourselves why. So there is something to be said for it. What NDC inherited in 2009 is nowhere near what we inherited in 2017. So is it perfect? No. Have we done better? Absolutely, we've done better. And we are continuing to apply ourselves. Look, this is only 3 years in government. And look at the numbers, look at the figure. That's what I'm saying. But this is what is there to prove it. Look, let's talk about debt. Say you almost debt. 2009, 9.7 billion cities debt.
Yes.
9.7 84.
Yes.
Almost 122.2 billion. That's how much increase. 1,200% increase in debt. And then almost 122.
22.
We are at 240. We haven't even done 100% increase. Do you understand? So it's money. And look at all the interventions we've done. Obi, look at all
But the criticism has been said Momo increase, so there is nothing to show.
What says there is nothing to show? Obi, have you crossed the length and breadth of this country? What did they have to show for what they did? Look at the abysmal numbers. You couldn't even grow the economy. With this debts now accrue here. So what do they mean by now those who are
Minia, mechi obi bia obaso. Motie bia ama eye. Ompese obi hu a anokwa unhu. Nti mechi amadofo a mo aba mo hwe me. Mechi amopa. Na we proud to 2020 elections no almost omodi 3 years 3 years ewa ban mu nti se abatu be ebedru bia bon se makeup artist aplanke slay queen na we yini tiaba the new name no aplanke slay queen sa aplanke no ni slay ni slay queen no so no nti so hu se abatu oba na ohun se ni makeup sika no ye beje afri ni nsem nti na no ayedin nti 2020 abato ne beba no na no din a eye no anie na me say Ghana no a ebo no enye obia na ebo no etsin Ghana journalist no na ye adwuma no omne ese Ghana no omne mma ho kwan se obi ba na okasa na the figures etoto ho a ne wote honum no oni figure bia o de counter enti so ahwa Sami Jamfi and oko platforms so a na se ni co panelists no make some allegations be or the false statement be to ope na ono ye fast no arebato ade no but journalists no te honum no oma the all interview no kwan manike ka atrosem now what logic ena so obi kodo afu no o de yentie no me de me pesa me kan lo yentie ebedru ho
benefiting from free SHs. Those who are benefiting from the dams and their constituencies on when ambulances and the farmers are here
FM.
I mean the work that is going on across the country. And look, this
on say constituencies so many ambulance and the dams are yet true and the farmers are ya boa womo the journalists not in him obi no when to me musano farmers na ya boa omo dodo yesen na hefa na omunya emoa no omo wahin there be no maka to amfama mu enti de okọ afom ne te a ne otika mu a ojoin MPP ne te a hwe boa ye boa farmers enso busa ne say farmers na ye boa wo omo no omo wahin dams no ayetu no ewahin say how journalists no mutikru mo say ya omo na ene ye kire nsemu akire etiefo ne anyansafo no omo sori a mu di mpanyimfo atem ne wagimi aye nka njere unim papa say wo so ye na sa wo so onya ye be ka kire wo ene politics no ayefo ama politics na ye no Ghana ho no ayefo ama afedie first lady for ne second ladies na ye de omo ye politics what you say even JJ ti honom no so be hu say ne wife abalam light no a na at the time wana o mobilize resources e de boa kaya yefo ene ma o ton nyoma ene ma ne 31st December women movement to seden den no we life changing program bia no a one Rebecca Kufuado modema Ghana for mane emofra o di omo se sika wo ho ye makeup ni omo se sika wo ho Chanel vintage bag $29,500 when snan office na makeup box ni si ho what I say you see politics na yefo into obese makeup no aba betena studio no akeka gum because journalists ne so na adwumu ha na omaya yetimu a journalists are down for the politician so enti ye ni politician bi anya adamfo nti no ubon say journalists no any politician no mo fight loud silence media because Kevin Taylor nye politician bi adamfo enkoto nye politician bi adamfo Freeman enye politician bi adamfo enti yen create na inform farmer ye ho nti no obe ka asem a politician no or journalist no be team up no ma fight so that journalists ni be didi na politician nso edidi and this is what they've been doing since na social media da Roma Facebook Twitter YouTube ene de kika ho na ma wenum nyina na dey eso abrase tie no koswa ne tie no.
The government's approach to governing was to decentralize it. Intina, we talked about doing projects at into Obia Philly. So if you're sitting there expecting a Dubai, I circle interchange now, they are buying a idea, and then you might not see it. Even though there are infrastructure projects going, but it's not about just one big thing as a showcase. It's several little things coming together so that we can lift up this whole country. Into those who don't want to see, but when you go into the communities and people are thanking you and people are saying
when you go into the communities and people are thanking you, Bawulia, thanking you for what? Journalists no tinanim no also call community ni mo when musan say community no e die na Bawulia e kokoko ye si ho e die na Kufuado kokko ye si ho won say ene de ntia me bo video mo afina mo beti ase Bawulia say oye aplanke me de minimum planke no mo say de say mate on oye mate nyanya wo ne Kufuado na ye adwuma no nti ye ma okwan na ede hwe ohun se nipa a won ka no kure a wa bodam no se ya onu no ye mate no o se won ka adwuma no hu but ne yere afa ho e ka adwuma no ho de oye mate no mate na nkasa no se ka na akokrash no onka ho but mate ni tika ni mu ama ne yere ne nso so gigi sika ni bi ne yere no tata passengers no omuntu aka no o tata omo eye me yiri na te ho no mo a watu nanim no de ye politics no anase hwan na o se impo oka Akufo-Addo any economic policies a odi gu akwan mu enye we na eka oka de a kire de oka e de a support say oni ni kunu na ye adwuma no enti no omo wo bibi omo ye de omo de ye ba won sa de no omo ba ye 2017 na the indication na wo ho ni nyina na indicators bibia e kire say Mahama atoto enioma na wie enti it was left for the things to take off and afofia antoata yentie no me akaka kra bi na asi na afia sa digest kakra guso na afia hwe aplankefo no omo principle no enya dwuma me hu you see the no omo adwuma yemre they are totally bereft of ideas, political ideas. Omo nibi.
Touch their lives, you change their lives. Look, this country is a developing country. It will take years for us to get to where we're going. But what we need is an honest government, a government that is visionary, a government that knows where it's going and how to get there, more importantly. Or the Beko. A lot of the reforms we're doing is towards it. Look, we've cut taxes. We've cut about 50% on so many taxes. Import duties, yes, slashed it by 50%. It's unprecedented because we want to boost in.
Ninya mamemfa nento hase. Import taxes. Mo amuyi nneoma o port honom no. Ababa awayi na eka wo import taxes. Also, omo cut down taxes. You see, one will say the tax system no Mahama the two hono na odi protected the economy no senya ye kodura IMF no na odi taxes be air protected say ye betimi free mu na ye free mu a to say the energy sector levy no esla no it was for 5 years ye jibi near the etua ye ho aka de asolve dum so no ye tua ye ho aka wia ye be ye fio na amamo some kind of economic respite. And kofo we mu ba na just to deceive the people no. Oh ye taxes we free ha, ye taxes we free ha to throw to you Ghanaians say omo be move more free taxation to production. Afe no oyi tax ba ko free honum no. And there was so emission tax and net COVID oba wiase no okọ o me wiase biu ya da so tua no tax because of COVID cruelty yes economy ni mo ayedin Russia and Ukraine one war enti no ye dey ye kofa e-levy e dia aba ene dia ba mia wo kon enipa we na te wo no mo a ono no ka taxes one asem no on say on se bema ye otrofo a onya ne so ne ba na ware sa nso no ba nso ye otrofo a onya ne so ne bema na ware ena akwa ne de tu onwum no ene mema mo ba mo ho ma na mo nya no ene ma nso a mo ba no mo ho mema na mo so mo nya no and the purely exactly omusuban omunka no kre. And when people are masters in lying masa men pinchen wo aplanke ne slay queen no o twa ntro krasen aplanke na amu enti no aplanke theory ne Kofi Bentham nsem no de atonsuum so tiase atonsuum and on say ye bo interview mashada na maboa be 8 minutes busa say interviewer no host no your host program busa say question question say adwen be no timi busa no ye ba na afre o tale ene de agumuma no na ye be keka bi ne yekọ because politician no na damfo any journalist no na damfo any security no kronfo na damfo ni security no nti de ne besi wada na ona egu abonten sana akoye na nyesa na akoye a broni be na abekwa akotena ne studio wo influence na wo ba be ono betena ho say ye di nkomo oni sa time no obebusa question say position na ye de ama wa enunti uni ukunu da anadwo a na police fo gina ntenten no edie na wo mo di positions no aye we na nke ye nkomo wi omo ho ewia omo ho akotuatua sika de ama first lady second lady no we ni kunu abon nti ono so abon we and obeka che mahama say I see you, I see incompetent, I see you, I see dunso, I see you, I see this, and yebusa wo dunso na aba no dunso na aba mo so no mutimi control mutimi contain de ena akwa na nwom no mami san request mami bo na no disem ni nwina
industry. We're doing 1D, 1F. And yet, you could see factory and say, I dream, baby, I bring raw materials. No, as we did, the previous government did it as commander. And yeah, 1D, 1F. I know people are first, say, but we want to make sure, say, the raw materials are available before factories are built. So there is.
Hey, how many times? Hey, not the basic economic principles, no. Obey production, the kind could be raw materials, no. And sana, what the capital infrastructure, the physical infrastructure, no, a be processing raw material, no. Raw material, ninti yamfani say, yamfani say raw material, no. Why aba obey tomato factory di kan akodo tomato no ansa na tomato ni brewia waba be si factory no talenti when na omante platform say I see you, I see incompetence no benye nkoko ba benye nkoko. No wonder say enkwasiafo implement free education nanso no unsi classroom no because ono na ye dako farms ono na ye akate farms ono na ye Boris B farms anka de obeyi nie obedi kan akofa ne day old chicks or the day old chicks ni be fie wi awo ensuo tirebin every moa no afi na okodwen edan emoa ne bedam we mu no munimwa. Sometimes you first of all have to put up the factory, no. Now unyan start materials, no, and as a raw materials, no, unyan produce here, but unim say eka plan ho ube produce. Enti usi factory no udi kan kokoto raw materials ni bi free baby ba. Because we basic factory no we identify say raw materials no benya be free ha now they are running machine na udie no or raw materials now if we putting in place no na no abek pick every baby the we import no ebeye sa principle na Kwame Nkrumah ye akofo say Kwame Nkrumah anwen hu na osisi factories ni rough no. Commander Sugar Factory no Saccharum officinarum the scientific name for sugar cane. Industrial sugar cane was say ye a fire Commander Sugar Factory no plan no bibia cultivar ni bibia ohwa ombedua but you need to finish with the infrastructure. Uria India, ubetimi akɔgye raw material ni bi. That is not the long-term plan. You say one who said factory no ye bibia running. And unti no mo test running factory no who say bibia okay. In afe no in 6 months time. Ahwe de wo de se hono mo a ebeba. Unim say yetimi set up industry factory si ho. Na wa pɔnso no kakra na wo de atwɛn materials no because se materials ni nyanya ready say king na production it waso na se wo kodua raw materials ni wie na raw materials no e mature na wo se wo ye yi na machines no wasi awie na wo fi se machines na factory wo siwie ye na no commission on ye wo si machine wie a technicians betimi akoran be 6 months and sa no mahu say aha say control circuit bi no control board bi bibia ye okay fuse se ha bibia ye okay enti omodi kan kope raw materials ni bi free baby na omodi aba be test run facility no omuhu se bibia ye intact afi no na ya start the produce na and raw materials na ye di be vie no se ya ye betumi produce a na wa produce Commander Sugar Factory, no? The idea was to create beautiful employment for the people, the adjoining communities, into a big tract of land. Ya koji asasi yantam editu ho. Ama omo register omo beya ade no. Omo kope the right cultivar no ediaba are you ready? But you have to make sure say machines are washing sending in running. Eno na nkofu we monti ase no eno na nkofu we mo omonti ase enti why your raw materials naba what is so mfidie enti o se same mfidie na raw materials naba na de ye you don't test run the machine you don't give a particular period a ho na o de be planning how the cycle no be sia working na ankoye say shortage bi ebeba enti when you talk of industrialization no ye new opportunity at na kuro a ye highly industrialized South Korea metimi aka cho say about 80% of enyoma e omo produce no South Korea no raw materials no omo import me pon school a me part time me ko hu ba bia ye leather see me ko ye aduma wo ho part time job me ko ye aduma wo ho leather no e be free Australia e be free New Zealand and omo ye dey omo dey ba because Korea weather no untimi nyan na ntwe papa bia wo mo enti locally produce or reared cattle wo Korea ni boarding cause omo brain o ma survival enso so omo ye leather omo nshoto raw material kra da omo nshoto raw material da omo importo so what systems now ye ria amount for raw materials be bregum kru mu a wo betimi akwa akosisa enti na de bia na me catch the man for say in nation development no enye resources na huhia o nyansa na huhia esan say se wo nyansa wo good leadership na baby aduane wo no leader no bekwa akohwehwe aduane no e de abrɛ enu nti na okode oja ne ba ne si the cliff be poni nkomu honom no a ne ba ne hye ho no resources bi ani ho be poni nkomu ho no resources bi ani be poni nkomu honom no nanso aboa no enam so oye good leader or foresight or vision nti no ogina or be poni so wo wiemu a otimi hu se fish bi na mapunimu na wa target resource no obasa no abe odene abebo punimu na wayi nam no na ode akoma ne ba eno na huhia enye anoma ye bewo watu ba bia aduane wo ewo ho no huhia o because se wo maame a owo tu ba bia aduane no wagimi a aduane bewo nchen enso komede wo. And this is why I hear if you want confobia or mudin to say, you bet bread. It is not about resources. And you gold that one, you little mine, and you diamond. And that is why sometimes if I see people priding themselves and say, we have gold, you have diamond, you can have gold even in your home. But what Jimmy, you will not get any benefit, any substantial effect from a friend say any positive effect from unyankopon no ti ofie no. But your vision no oba be fa sa nyame na fiofie no de ne ko. Enipa bodam. And you see, what me say enipa bodam. To we know do adwen ho ye how to make how to do makeup, how to wear makeup asa. Abane sa nya twotwo bi dia gu paper so ama no dia betena ho. And you see, going say near be run near man dia, I'm sorry. So politics need do ho no mo a ye beyi okandini na se ye beto enwanse na gunu a, I'm sorry. Me nuan mo a mo pese Ghana yeyi se ye koso ade tumi ema nkofo bi o mo dwen ti sisi ya ye bebre. I'm telling you, they have no clue and they don't know shit. They have no clue and they don't know shit.
A lot of thoughts going into it. So yes, the naysayers will say it, but those of us who want to see the truth, who are thinking about the future of this country, the next generation of this country, or more say abai or yen shepa as a necrani in hua ye dachi dear ye into to ya ebema ye dachi.
8 minutes. Yeah, who said Obi 2022 2019, yeah. 2019 ho baby ko 2020 yeah. Ho baby na. Obetna ho keka ye. Okeka nsem we nyina fa ne ho di ye no. Enne mahama no a mo so ye kromfo no. Monhwe corruption perception index no. Oh. Where is it? Mentimi afan beto. Unfortunately, or the things say also more comprehensive we see their farm. I say no okay. 4 years, 8 years. What are 4 years first half? Another 4 years. Abeka 8 years. Mahama performance in fighting corruption cry. Ne work for me no. Na ye around there say 30 some 43 no. And na ye Kufuado best. And to we mu senye Ghana for na sebi dodo na nti nyoma biase anke ni kwan se ye ha ye ho kura oba omia ho. But unia na okoto aba ma ona wo ti akwantu mu no o de tawo kosi na se akoje emo 1 cup okumawu okoje gare 1 cup or kwa di 20 cities eno na ama awie ye kasa no se nkomu nyina dwen te se de ye dwen bia aba na wo de yemfa bibia nto nchen woni ukunu ne akufu adu ba ye no a obi esi Commander Sugar Factory esi honom no wasi Commander Sugar Factory de esi honom no wo se wa anwen ho ankopɛ resource senka mo bae na mo de ahwede baako ehye fomo a anka emfie nsu ni nkemae enkofo on omo ya de sefo. No wonder say young guys are all Ghana ho nyina no or tam 100,000 Ghana cedis not their connection not their fuel mine simply because so okasa or disika na investment to Ghana wa or better sorry one day one politician na dwumbom ebe sorry taking some stupid and draconian decision bi na nisika nyina ahye. So it's better say or the be connection no de aba broni krum ene yede ya na onya adwuma ya o san to susu obenya nisika ne back but still na oguso eye adwuma still na oguso yede eye adwuma because on timi nkolusu pa kwesi ndum dai ye wo ha na Prince Kofi Amoaben eda sorry ye oda sorry oda kukurantumi ene e frɛ ne say ya bram ne bank no ya guno osenka even kwa no anka omo mfrɛ ne mpo omo anyede omo amfrɛ no. And this is why young guys ni na no move enye say young guys ni nyansa say or the 50,000 100,000 tra Ghana o kaso or the do abru a ontumi nyo obetumi aye but kwase bi beda sorry na ne sika o de koto bank so waye afuo waton ehon faso aba o de akoto bank no na kwase bi da sorry a o se magu bank bi entina ne sika yedai aka enye se boys ni ntumi entina Ghana ho enye bodwa adwuma o or the 100,000 Ghana cedis ni betu kwan because one we are on sorry no na ni investment onim se wakwa akoto Ghana bonds o didi ho no okoye afu no mfaso na ebae no o de zika ni bi kokoto bonds ye beda sorry no obi se oko IMF ntino wa fa paso e de my haircut meanwhile no o catch us say there wouldn't be any haircut o catch us kwame koso ana ye wafu no koso ana ye nko IMF bia ade atinye no na ye da ambulance mu ene ye ko IMF na afi obe sorry no o hwehwe 100,000 Ghana cedis a udi mu 50,000 ekoto bonds no afi ye wo hwe 50,000 na wo hu another 50,000 nso so a o di akokra nneoma ni bedru ya 50,000 no udi nya $10,000 nneoma ni bedru ye wo ton nneoma wi o kwa akofa nneoma dollars no ehuri afedie udi the same 50,000 kwa yes ubenya $7,000 or $5,000 minia. How do you survive in this kind of system if you are youth ope brabo? How would you be able to survive if this is the kind of structures and I say the kind of system a man fo bia be di akonya omudi gu honum? And so those of you amoka say ena me hu say one man be your friend say wan da akon ena boys no montina Ghana yes o kaka wie nsusu a o se onu no school na ne maame no papa wa brochi okodi holidays but the okọ holidays a adwuma na o ya na onya sika no de o mechire mu nchire masa unya Canada unya UK unya hwan na office e obeba na waba because the way our system ni sitie no wan hwe ni yi na se kakra na wanya no ehwere wo Ghana ho a ono ano no nanyin ho betrewo ansa na wasantimi raise 200,000 na wonya aye no ansa na watimi raise 100,000 na wonya aye no it will not be easy but at the end of the day no wo bruni krom nko a na wo ye adwuma sabi udi obi nkrata ankra na eye adwuma mpo a ho beba mfaso I mean, two for second any Dubai and I say any of the Gulf countries, no. Adaye, and the boys nina, and we haven't been able to create a system for money to circulate very well in the system. And am I what you know? The politicians are on my better nice, no. We know the entire hotel work for do no. Money is not circulating. Omo emma sikano enrane sikane kwa ni besi Sicilia da paswa no de agudem. Safi wate say omo masikane insecurity no. Sikano obi to ade no aton no aba ekwa ni besi Sicilia abna da paso pe no no de ode ase dem. So or this sikana say them, how do you then get the money to work with? Parkwesi Indum Junior, I'll say, Chairman, Dubai is good for now. Yes, because at the end of the day, no crano. So be foul, no do kwa. Ubenya daimwa that the yan say, according to Dubai for no, ubenya the right channel. I'll be rock anymore. And a Dubai is you mutu. Ya wo Dubai a wo kwa, uye, the right and expertise. Omo mko stranded more no, aye the only expertise be an okoho. But oti Ghana now go indeed. Now timichra there na say apply for to teach in any of the schools be a wo na omma a visa se bra you go as an expatriate teacher simple because you are going based on the qualification to go indeed all the job sites. You see minia say wo bre no we school now fee say ukra rich expertise be a wo san kra rich document I mean certificate oko online odi atutugum one day obi a company bi wo Germany anyone or pay cheap labor bia obema obi 2,000 euros Germany for adwuma bi onye but what Ghana ohun so sa qualification no or test no ohun so betumi aya obetumi abefaw no abeye no age simple to ko indeed oko all the job sites no apebi no ase into Ghana obetian say papa no ye America teaching no oko masa no kofio kakra bia obenya bia no afa na dia because utna Ghana hono a you sit down and be cursing your stars. Ninia me say na nipa nya bibi kakra bia ke metro bia man so but the structures are you keep also one district one factory what program no youth chefa na woman and then say yet yani a obi assess ka no eso the bepe president adi then anka Greek minister timinya sika they call almost all the regions no Ghana ho say okwako Pritiatra man for so monto abama no a Greek minister oko first kanu he planting for food and jobs sika no a Canada for no ma Mahama buying sen ko onfam bi a Greek mu no mo buy ya da ho over $100 million no ma beje e dey akot to pickups afi planting for food and jobs no e free ya akoto o dey aye ne hu ye because na ne papa suban te ye ene abetuam ne minianum number ne 0240258269 inti furniture wa adwensisi ya 0240258269 inti baomia de ye wo no time. You say yen can go for address mo. You say ye Bawulia. The aplanke on any slave queen no. Na ye twen aya na Samira no aba begina bontin say obeki kan sem fun bio. Oba beto ye wa ha. Number ni 0240258269. And our person support the program and so at the same number now bet me Eddie Afaso. me fa number into one wa person of friend na wa friend.
And we need to, and the right inputs. Yeah.
All right, couple of minutes on Doomsaw, and I have just one question here.
Yeah.
Yes, the president says that they have done the fastest mobilization of emergency power in the history of Ghana.
Really?
4 years.
That's what he
Fastest in 4 years. It took 4 years to mobilize.
Yes.
And that is supposed to be fast.
However,
that is really scary.
Well,
I mean, if that is the essence of fast. Okay.
The question is I'm just wondering, whatever you may say about how he described what they've done, the fact is that we now have a better power situation than before. And members of your own party have admitted that, yes, they've done something.
And how long is that sustainable?
Well, they've solved.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, we didn't maybe
Hello,
accept,
this is
yeah.
Hi. My contribution towards this program is, Bawulia has been a disaster from day one. He never changed. I always say that he never changed the lives of the Northerners, and especially the Kayayes in Accra. One would have thought, as a Northerner, that would be his first mandate that he would do. But he said what? He was going to build a hostel for them. That means you want them to be Kayayes for the rest of their lives. And some of them are just teenagers, 12, 13, 14-year-olds, and you would think that they need to finish primary education. So that is what? Child labor. And as a vice president with a PhD degree, you would have thought he would change that. It's like, okay, I'm going to make sure that these kids get some skills. But he never did that. Everything that Bawulia promised, he couldn't do it. So why should we vote for him? He has failed, and he will. I don't think voting him to be the president is going to change anything. So I urge Ghanaians to just vote him out. Just vote for JM for more development and accountability.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Asɛm na ne da hɔ no. Muntie no.
The problem, they said they would by the end of the year.
Emergency power. Understand the problem.
We've always said, and this thing, when this government came in, there was no Doomsaw. They inherited an economy without Doomsaw.
But we've had it periodically throughout the years.
But they inherited an economy without Doomsaw. Doomsaw really started in earnest 4 years ago.
Once about me and Kanokre. Doomsaw ewo Ghana ho no. Started 4 years and Mahama ye president. And only Doomsaw a ba Ghana ho. They see 96, 97, 98, 2000, 2001. Ni nyina ni dundum light. Doomsaw eni yatna Ghana ho a kusise Mahama ba. Mahama time no enam say president ana omo aba na omo akọ na omo aba na omo akọ no omo an take bold decision and make any change, serious change biano. And a mass adi we know a pie or that by so. Hello. Yeah. So.
Michia mwenye na IT4. I say niambeka krampe se meka ene se Doomsaw no ankasana akoye label ewo Bawulia no akoye ne label why no onchiro ne time no Doomsaw also because it looks as if said akoye ne kasa. That's the only thing about NDC's 4 years away John Dramani Mahama ebetene kunwa no so no. It has been the only way slogan and that is because they highlighted that as NDCs for government way na term enyama esi wo Ghana for abrabum share that ebo hunde wuru pa. So that has been a highlight of Bawumia's charge for NDC. It's never true. Say Dumso started when Mahama came into power. Okay, say Memete Ghana, if Ghana check 34 years ago, na Dumso wa Ghana. Na baby a bemu beye den paane ni ayesi wa Canada he. Ebisi Ghana emra Mahama eba ewo na obeye president no. Now that is because they say during the time of Kufuor na JJ Frisono, who say JJ Frisono, JJ Wasono, many people who left the country created the impression that Ghana was not safe because JJ became Kufuor. So these news, my investors, JJ and Kasano wanted Ghana to be their own production. They are producing their own food, producing all these things. But Ghana for no MPP side, pesa, they wanted a shine, abruchi niyama. Inti Kufuor de a new way be a baso or create some way be lifestyle be my Ghana for my own no way for free for no kosuku demo. Change curriculum no, change niyama na Ghana for agriculture in industrialization Ghana for na omangasa grow own things and not to say operation feed yourself. Remember some people who never liked that thing to grow Ghana food, to sell Ghana food, to be their own way production way no oman pesa emma kufoma way investors by kromo pa emma obia even on your experience impo ekofa and near me 50 places chana near me by kromo na nyanya marketwa omwa na omo a person be a company na nyanya market omo mu dwane free Ghana nyina back to Ghana emma electricity the consumption no koye more than what Ghana can we handle. Ghana be a hub and the government did not make provisions for that. ABS in Canada.
Yes.
Omama visa. Ama kurumwa is the same for the abontain. In Kofu blame government no mama nkofa be kurumwa foreigners and be kurumwa omo da abontain say ni say omo ji and sika say ni say and no be they see Ghana no but they are not making it as it is the government's problem. They are making it as it's the part of Canada problem. This guy does not have anything about NDC apart from doing so because they made it their slogan. It is called Obia or what nervous or you're nervous about what he's saying. In fact, I wonder how Bawumia works around our Munje. I'm very surprised.
Yes, now running up my.
It takes a lot for a person. It takes a lot from you to lie. It's Papa we own. Say Ghana folk of Votimana. Omunkai say they are voting for someone who is not sure of himself, someone who is the greatest lie, which we all expect. We've already confirmed that. Na no kakra Ghana for na vote to ma for. Nyamishra.
That's pa. Minya yenti Bawumia na yemfa bibia amre.
So they, through their own financial mismanagement that compromised the balance sheets of VRA and others, ECG and so on, caused Dumso. We always told you Dumso was a financial problem, and they denied it. But once you then bring in resources to bring in emergency power at very, very high cost, again, car power and so on, these are sole sourcing procurement that took place, and the cost of...
Hello, Koto.
Yes, sir. Hello?
Prof, what is that?
Yeah,
Prof, what is that?
No, yeah. Bonsoir.
Yeah, I better be contributing.
Bachelor Cancer.
What I'm saying, yeah, concentrating now or do so.
When you say on the 17th of January, yeah, they call Ghana. Wi-Fi crowd or Kotoka International Airport. The Samechi on the 5th of February. It could be about 17 days. Maybe Wi-Fi in the Eduma. It is all digitalization now. Papa no, you want to say on your mental retard. That's it. I don't know any Eduma on your mental retard. Asa. Only message be oh, the Pema Ghana stuff. Now this is Kwasia for and a better Amam. You didn't say, me do Ghana. Say, even to say hi. Say, Obanya Wi-Fi, where the actual hi. I'm over say, I'm here. Would they just not even a call? There's just to say hi. Wi-Fi near Duma.
Now, airports cry it me doom light. Now, Wi-Fi near Duma when you break.
Just to say hi, maybe I'm a Jinaha. Me PSA because I'm a flight delay for 2 hours or Amsterdam. It's in the Obabe family. Lucky. Me say, this is what I for never to about Papa.
Exactly. That's it. Bye. You see, me no, my said digitalization in the home seminar. And near best daba. And my medical your home videos. Na Mahama EB Accra Digital Center. Na all can ya be see to say about 2017 the growth for Ghana Benya. Hello, we didn't baby Akasafri.
Hi brother Koto, how are you?
I'm doing well, and you?
I'm good. Last time I wanted to express my feelings to you, but the phone line was not good.
Yeah.
Anyway, see, Koto.
Yeah.
I know Doomsaw is blackout, right?
That's
it's
it.
Blackout, right? It's same as blackout, right?
That's it.
Okay, but I don't know how old is this Dr. Bawulia, the Vice President of Ghana. Okay, no, when I left home, right, I was 14 years old, but that was back in the 70s. Okay, there was a blackout in Ghana. I grew up in Tema, Community 9. Okay. When I was living home, Community 9, Community 10 was being built. Okay? So why is this guy? I don't know if he's my age or he's younger. He was just born like maybe 1990. I don't know. But I remember very well as a kid going to Datus in Community 7. There was a blackout in Ghana before I left home. So why would they now just blame that on Mahama, who became president in 2000s? It doesn't make any sense. Am I making any sense to you, Okunkoto?
Yes.
I mean, blackout is Doomsaw, right? So either it was for 5 minutes or 2 hours or 2 days. Blackout is blackout. Maybe when the capacity, generation grow, the capacity drop. So why would you be blaming that on one person that he brought it?
The problem is before you even start to blame someone, what you have to do is that you ask yourself that Mahama didn't come to meet Doomsaw, so he brought it. Fair enough. You ask, what measures did Kufuor put in place to curtail this generation capacity issue?
Yes. And we are not even talking about just Kufuor alone, right? We have to talk about Achampo, Akufu, even Liman when he became.
So they always want to jam. They jam. As they always want to say, they leapfrog. So I'm also leapfrogging. I will not mention Professor Mills.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because,
you do the same thing to them.
Yes, Professor Mills died along the way. So we cannot even, bring him into this convo. What we are asking Kufuor, his boss, Kufuor introduced Bawulia, he introduced Bawulia to Ghanaians. And so what did Kufuor do? At the time of Kufuor, when he was in power, he called pastors to go to Akosomo and pray into that river.
Okay.
So that we will have enough rains.
Pray and make it rain,
Yes.
I mean, how is that possible? You know, we should see people praise Kufuor so much that he was so intelligent and smart. But how can somebody who have been educated, right, claim that he's a doctor, right, or something like that, or liar? How can somebody at Kufuor caliber send people, hell pastors, they are human beings like us, go to a riverside to pray for rainfall? Besides that, look, the rainfall cannot just come on a dime to make it fill. It had to be, flow. The river had to flow from somewhere up here, okay, to come and occupy that space. So how can you just go pray from that particular space to expect something to happen there? If anyway you have to walk all the way, or fly, or drive up north somewhere, and hoping you can pray over there for the rain to fall so it can flow all the way down to Akosombo where the dam is occupied. So you see sometimes, right, we Ghanaians, right, we have to be very careful who we put to lead us, man.
That's
because sometimes we pick some dumb people to lead us, and because they talk so much, they emphasize how they are so smart, but if you look at it on the reality, they are not smart. They are all just all talk. That's what I mean.
Thank you.
These older dumb people, right, they need to leave the country alone and let the youth lead. Because right now, look, their brain is asleep. Their brain is asleep.
Thank
and they don't want to leave because they think, they are so much entitlement to the position. They have to hold on to it. This is a country that you claim your retirement age is 60. But then you want somebody 67, 65, 68, 70 to lead. What kind of sense does this make?
That's it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
No, man, come on, man. Let's stop this, man. Because
thank you.
We need to talk, behind closed doors somewhere.
Yes.
I need your number. I need to call
you can
you
call
so
through this same number.
Okay?
You can call through this same number.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, we'll do that, okay?
Yeah.
Buddy, bye-bye.
Yeah, for last call, hello.
Hello?
Yeah.
Good.
Yes, sir.
I am in Shrawai.
Yeah, that's it.
Because before Mama Obia Kase, economy will grow 8%. But every day, I don't say, we a very fast economy grow. But we Obiani, we are sending in our best. Tana Omuka, Minti Atema. And I do my best on we for that shopping and economy grow. Omeka, I want to mean Castle. Oh, so I want to say, Mama said, you see a driver. Oh, so when you are a driver, I'm saying, we got some Omuka. They said, Media Nina, we are back. I know what you Minti Atia, when you are sent back, I can't go commencing in Mama so and say, Mama, I said, Minti Atia, Sakana for Bessie, Sakana for Niabi, woman baby. Oh, we are Siaga. Let me tell me that's why.
It's Medasi. Yemfa. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello, Kakasa.
I'll go to the Nana Classic name.
Nana Kwame Unkache, now saying.
Oh, Mr. Me that's your power when I say my friend in Kenya.
Oh, Kafra, another wenya.
I'll go to as a prophecy be able
say who are the warning? Take mam a tearful anti prophecy. No.
Prophecy is the kind of video be about Bonfire Cross, Kateche Fifa. 70 years and I bring Bedua, on Mayu video be a trend in the chest and the Muka in Abimu.
I say, oh. And I come in for be a green yabro. Ye Ninia Brosan, your manager. And I'm for Subiani so they say, hey.
Because only Kevin make that particular enemy said that's you fool. When he said in the video here recently about Bawulia, say these people now Kasano, I'm disappointed. Nah, bro, I can't stop listening to Loud Silence Media and the team. Charlie, you are doing a great job.
Thank you.
For this one, quite a bro, Twitter, Yamen come
on council. Now, a friend say, Kwame a free fan. They might catch you or more fix the country, no? And freedom fight about 80% a NPP for. Any buka or bosim. Afidie, who say, amanfo ebe ji ade no ade aswitch because say MPP afeli a NDC na eba omhu say ye koswa ya ebe ma NDC abaye too popular no ye ntwa so na wo twa so ama na aha hwan wo twa so me say enna akra ne dia yenwum no muntie akra ne nwum no ewe mfa akra ne dia yenwum muntie the atamfo kafa Jomahama ho nyina na ada ne nsira no ensem omo kafa no nyina enne omo ankasa ate atom menuanom mo a mo frɛ direct call no ma yedi kan ka kire mo ɛna yedi course no kura abawiye aya afrɛ wo WhatsApp enne beboa nti frɛ direct call a yentimi nyɛ emfa yakra mo yedi besi yada ho frɛ be frɛ no sɛ ne no yebesen hia bye bye